Hey everybody, what is happening? I hope the audio is not gonna be messed up. I can't film at home because there are people at home right now, but I really wanted to put this up before I left for Asia. Actually, this is the last video that you guys are gonna be watching while I'm in Asia. I will have already been there for 5 weeks and I'll be coming back probably like the week after. I really wanted to put this video up because of something that I've been feeling, and also I know that tons of people my age have been feeling. People might call it different things. I call it a quarter life crisis. Probably sounds really stupid to people who have had midlife crises and actual issues pertaining to mortgages and children. And I know that people my age, which is 24, do have mortgages and children and marriages and stuff like that. But I also know that no matter what situation you're in, this is a really, really confusing time in our lives. And whoever has clicked on this, I don't have much advice because I'm going through it too, a quarter life crisis. And that can mean a lot of things. Whether you have graduated high school and have not gone to college or university yet, and you don't know what you want to do with your life, or you're in post-secondary school and you still don't know if you made the right decision, and you see people already doing things before they even get their degree, and you're thinking, well, what if I'm behind, and what if I don't actually want to do this? Or you've already graduated post-secondary school and you have your degree and you're about to enter the workforce and you're like, I don't even know if I'm capable of this. Maybe you're having second thoughts then, thinking that the program you were in, you were only kind of okay with being in, and now you have a whole bunch of money to pay off and you don't even know if this is what you want to do. Maybe you're like me and you're traveling, and a lot of people say that you're doing what they want to do, but you are worried that when you finish traveling, you're going to be behind everybody else. Maybe you're already married and you have children together and you have a mortgage, and you're worried that you've settled down too quickly, or you're just concerned that you're going to lose whatever makes you you, and you're going to settle into this boring, monotonous lifestyle, and you're wondering if you should have done something else first, like travel, or like figured out, you know, what life really means to you and what you're passionate about. Maybe it's a mix of everything I just said. I don't know. For me, I'm filming this video because I'll just be honest with you, I'm traveling, and it's already been a year since I started traveling, and I still have half a year left that I'm planning on continuing with, and I love it a lot, and I would never give up this experience for the world. But there are times where I'm missing home, and then there are times where I'm so concerned with home that I'm kind of forgetting about what's happening all around me. That, or I'm on the other end of the spectrum, hearing people say that they're going to be traveling to this place and this place, and make sure when you're in Australia that you go to Perth and Ayers Rock and do the Whitsundays in Fraser Island. Make sure you do a road trip through the center of Australia because there's nothing like it. You haven't seen Australia yet. Have you been to this place yet? Oh no, you definitely have to make sure you go. And it's really overwhelming hearing all of these places that people say that you need to go because it's amazing, and feeling like you're failing at being a traveler because you're not financially or even physically able to get to all those places in a certain amount of time. And it probably sounds really stupid to people who want to travel, that a traveler is concerned about not getting to all the places that people say, because what I'm really worried about is when I go home, that I'm going to miss traveling so much that I'm going to really feel like I haven't really done all this. Like I've been so up in my head about so many things, concerned about paying off my student loans and earning enough money so that I can stay here longer. And I'm seeing everything on Facebook and Instagram about people getting engaged and getting married and having children and paying off their student loans, and I haven't even started paying off mine because I've just put everything on hold to travel. And the thing that I keep on returning back to when I think about traveling right now is that, well, now's the time that I should be doing all this. So if I don't do it now, then I'll never be able to do it. Like, this is my time, and then I have to settle down and do all these things that everybody else does, that society's telling us to do. I hope I'm making sense. This was not a planned video. I just need to talk to someone about this because right now I'm in a situation where everyone's like, oh, you're having the time of your life. I'm so jealous that you're doing this and everything. And I'm like, well, I'm jealous that you have your shit together. But I know that they don't have their shit together and I don't. And what I'm slowly learning and just taking in is the fact that everyone our age and older, like, we're all just winging it. Life is all improvisation. And I think that some people might think that I have my shit together because I'm doing this, and I think that someone else has their shit together. I heard someone once say that most people die at 25. And I know that sounds dramatic and nonsensical, but the context in which they were speaking was that most people 25 and over have already like stopped traveling and found who they need to be with and all that. I know I'm not gonna have that kind of stuff figured out when I turn 25. I'm turning 25 in like 6 months. I'm right now still traveling and don't know shit. I don't know shit about anything. No one does. People who pretend that they know shit don't actually know shit either. We're all just learning as we go. Everyone is telling me that I need to make sure that I go home so I can start a career. One of my family members told me that if I don't start a career by the time I'm 27, then I'm doing something seriously wrong with my life. And I'm just like, I know people who are still traveling at 29 and 30 because they don't know what they want to do. And I think that a lot of people just succumb to the pressures of society when they don't actually want to. I'm not the type of person to live a monotonous life. Most people aren't built to fit into this square. I'm trying to tell you that if there's something that you want to do, but you don't know how to go about it, or you think that people will laugh at you, or you think that you're going to fail, or you think that you're too old to embark on a journey like that, or you're so used to this comfortable, familiar lifestyle that you're in that you're afraid of change, or you're just worried that you don't know anything about what you want in life. My answer to that is none of us know. And if you want to do something, do it. I'm so sick of hearing people say that they should be settling down now when they're with the wrong person. And they know that they might not be well suited for that person, but they're like, well, I mean, like I'm 26. Like if I go back on the dating scene now, I might not be married till I'm, what, like 30? Like people have put such a time limit on every single era of their life because of whatever external factors are putting pressure on us. And it's not fair. And I don't mean to make this video to sound like a strange nomad that's just traveling and I'm neither here nor there, and I feel like I almost sound like a stick it to the man hippie kind of thing right now, especially with my beanie. I just wanted to tell you guys that you're not the only one who's doubting your place in this world, and you're not alone in the fact that you're scared of what the future holds, and that you're not gonna live up to your potential, and that you're gonna be forced into this box that you don't want to be in. I have met 55-year-olds who tell me that they still don't know what they want to be when they grow up. You don't have to have everything figured out when people say you should. Maybe I am the only person who's ever going to experience this video who thinks like this. I feel like a really big concern for people our age is that we are worried that we're going to fall into a monotonous life, a life where we no longer have any individuality or enthusiasm or passion. That might sound kind of extreme. I mean, it's not like people lose their personality once they settle down and make a career of themselves and all that. But just because society says that you should be doing something at a certain interval in your life doesn't mean that you should. There are so many things that I should have been doing when I was 18 that I still don't think I could do, and lessons that people learn at 45 that I feel like I've already learned. Age doesn't matter when it comes to wisdom. You learn everything on your own, and don't succumb to this conveyor belt that is societal pressures. And if you want to get off of it, then you can. If you're feeling pressures to do everything, like you're still single and you're 30 or you're 35 or you are 25 or 19, the only pressure that matters at the end of the day is the pressure you put on yourself. And if you don't put any pressure on yourself and you just let yourself learn at your own pace, it'll be much more valuable than anybody trying to impress some sort of wisdom on you that you haven't actually learned for yourself yet, and saying that at this point you should be married, at this point you should be having kids, because otherwise you'll be too old to do this, or you won't be young enough to do this. And another reason that people say that a lot of people die at 25 is because at that point a lot of people are hardened to many aspects of life and they're set in their ways. And I think that that's entirely possible, that people will be brought up to really have a firm belief in something, and that's fine. But if you don't want to be set in your ways, you never have to be. You could always be a sponge trying to take in everything. I certainly am going to try to always be a sponge. I think it's the best thing you can be in order to be your best self. I don't think it's the type of scenario where even if you're at your best self, in your opinion, if you learn more, it's gonna taint it. I think that no matter what, you're just going to gain knowledge and wisdom. I think a lot of obstacles will be lifted if you just start to realize that you have to get out of your own way. So this might sound like I'm just saying a whole bunch of words right now. I'm just speaking words at you, and I want to know what you think. And if I just sound like I'm preaching, I don't want to sound like I know any more shit than I do. And I know that this is nothing like the videos that I normally do. So let me know if you like them. And that's it. I love you guys a lot. I'm in Asia right now, so woohoo. That was supposed to be peace, not like a people in Asia do this kind of thing. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you all next Thursday. Okay, bye.